Okay, we're gonna play the Stanley Parable. Um, I've heard amazing things about this game. I have not played this game yet. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been up for a while now. I don't remember exactly when it came out. Let's see if I can get that info real fast without ruining everything. Oh my god, it ruined everything. I mean, it's fine on the stream end. 2013. Oof, this game's been out for 8 years, and I have not played it yet. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Let's do it. Um, I don't know a lot about this game other than the game is a game and it's not a game, and you have a choice and you don't have a choice, and it's just like this whole like that sort of thing. Right off the bat, I love that I have a computer in a computer in a computer in a computer. That's really fun. End is never the end is never the end is never okay. Yeah, the end is loading. The end is never the end. Yeah, I honestly don't entirely know what to expect with this. Other than a long loading time. Oh, there we go. Just like every other load screen in the history of ever, as soon as I start talking shit about it, um, actually, it doesn't do anything. It just teases me. Oh, you can't see the load bar. It's right behind me, right here. Doesn't matter. You know what a load bar is. You know what a load screen
This
looks like.
is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, we are now Stanley. So when I'm clicking, I hear a noise. I don't know what I'm actually interacting with. I don't know. Does that sounds like it's jiggling the door handle, right? But they don't open.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm guessing the meeting room is through the open doors, since I don't appear to be able to interact with any other doors. So we're just gonna keep 417. Oh my god.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh no, what have we done?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating
Oh my
properly.
god.
Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Oh my god.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
All right, let me see if I can fix that, Ted. Thank you for the feedback. Audio is loud. Okay. Every fucking game is different. All right, let's see if this is better. Oh no, I've lost. Oh my god, there it is. Sound quality high. Speaker configuration 5.1 speakers. I don't know. I've got headphones on, but we'll go with that. Volume up. Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
We're just gonna play. Thank you, Ted.
A 1?
We're playing Stanley
I
as
can
an asshole.
understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, hold up. Worldwide leaderboard? Wait, what? Oh, some of these tiles are missing. So I love this little detail here of like, okay, ceiling lights. Yeah, these are like undeveloped assets, like unfinished assets. Ceiling light 64.64. It's the size 64 pixels by 64, and the like the feedback area all had that in there too. These walls have it on there. It's such a cool little thing. This is you. I'm ranked 9,328 out of 9,328 players. Great. Error, friends list is empty. This is very funny. This is your superior, a dead rat. We're going to keep going through this one.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
We are loading. Oh,
In this game,
my God.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired.
Yeah.
A game I had absolutely nothing
Oh, I can't
to do
jump.
with.
Oh,
But
they
is it enough?
locked me.
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
This is amazing.
Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here.
It's
here.
building right there.
And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I don't want to do what he says. I don't think I have an option right now, though.
Isn't it grand?
Isn't
it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh. We're just, like, not playing Minecraft now. Oh, fuck. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get up over there.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
This is weird. And I just want to play Minecraft now. Like, this game is lovely and clever and funny and charming, but now I really want to play Minecraft.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Oh, iron.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one.
How far can I get?
Okay, new game.
Oh, okay. This is so weird. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh my God. Are we just gonna play Portal now? This is amazing. I'm taking this with me.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I'm taking the radio with me.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
This is incredible.
And I highly doubt you're any wise.
Huh. Oh, it's got like the pixel dimensions on all these too. This is so cool. This radio's coming with us. Like, as long as we can take it. Can't see anything. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, my radio's gone. God damn it. It's very dark. Like, I cannot see anything. I mean, that's not entirely true, but I can't see much. This looks like this might be a way. Ah, okay. Just go to the light. I want to go in there. Ah, here we go. I'm not sure what to do. We found our office, 427. I just got an achievement because I keep trying to hit space to jump, and you can't jump in this game. And the achievement just popped up saying you can't jump, and it must be like, you know, oops, what did I do?
wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, there it is. Like, I can't do anything. Did we start over? We did. Oh, shit.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
It's very jarring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so last time we did not go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
This
doors,
time we will.
he entered the door on his left.
Because that kicked off that whole storyline.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tips for not getting fired: don't get fired. Let it ball up inside you. Take it at passive aggressive by other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to show employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. These are fantastic. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Sorry, please no more charts, please. I'm begging. Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate, return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, more inclined towards conflict unless you... Oh my god. What are your dreams for the future? Metamorphosis. Plant life. A boat. Less air. This is the new game. Oh, he cycled around. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day. No expectation of promotion or recognition. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings? Mike James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things? Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. The stock market is here somewhere. Colored in segment. Stripes. Requires more secondary research. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Target demographic, teenagers. Holy shit. These are amazing. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need more crossed out / less reviews. 402, 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Work harder, hard worker. Teenagers, size of demographic, space between the teenagers, a lot of %. Throw something in the ideas bin. Oh, it's a 1 and a period that looks like an O. Or 10. 10, 1, no more bin / trash cans. 2, renaming of the ideas bin. 3, fixing of me ideas bin. I'm sorry, this is the game now. I am reading whiteboards, the game. Meeting room, floor X, 4XX. Meeting schedule. Marketing Mondays. Termination Tuesdays. We're broke Wednesdays. Breaking floors meeting. Oh, man. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Yeah. Targets. Push for funding of R&D for new coffee machine. Standalone graphs. Not efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets of the topic. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next to today's agenda. Reflect. Employee 417, 405, 491, 416, 431. Jim. Listen, game. If you didn't want me to spend so much time reading things, you shouldn't have put so many funny things to read. To do, synergize core value expenditures, shift global market probably paradigm, monetize free to play. Oh my god! All right, let's get the hell out of this room. This is too much. Broom closet. Chris is in the broom closet. Chris, are you in
Stanley
here?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Why would you let me go in here? Why would you let me do this?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, there's a reason. The more you talk about it, the more I know there's a reason.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh!
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I don't know when to stop doing this now.
This is the new game. There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Now I want the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Are we actually done in here now? It's so hard to tell with this game. It's like I want to give it a little more time, see if there's something else, but I think that might be it. Alright.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee, coming to a staircase,
Oh,
Stanley
damn it.
walked upstairs to his boss's
I interrupted
office.
him again. Fuck. Okay. Ooh, spooky.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Jesus Christ.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Holy shit. This is like if Douglas Adams wrote Portal, is what this game feels like.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? God, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That, like, I know. I think
when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
so
he entered the door on his left.
We have another choice to make it down here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Very fancy.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
We're going to take a very short break, mostly just for the YouTube cut, but also I do have to use the restroom very fast. So I will be back in just a minute or two. Don't go anywhere.